Okay, in the last lecture we seen that what is the definition of annihilator. Okay, what is annihilator? Let V be the vector space over the field F and S is the subset of V, then annihilator of S. Okay, annihilator of S is the set of all linear functionals F on V such that F of alpha is equal to 0 for all alpha belongs to S. Okay, and it is denoted by S dot or A of S. Thus, annihilator of S is equal to collection of those elements from V star such that F of alpha is equal to 0 for all alpha belongs to S. Look at here. Here the V is the vector space over the field F and S is this what? This one. This one is what? Subset of V. And what is annihilator of S? Annihilator of S is nothing but those functionals on V. That is the element belongs to V star so that if you apply that functional on this set S, then it transforms to zero vector of our field. Okay, so look at here. V star is the set of all the functions f1, f2, f3, f4, f5 up to so on. Take the elements from V star such that f of S is equal to 0. That is f of alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, alpha 4 is equal to 0. So here A of S is nothing but what? Subset of V star and S is the subset of V. Okay, if f1 of S is equal to 0, f2 of S is equal to 0, f3 of S is equal to 0, f4 of S, that is all the elements from the S is equal to 0, then A of S is the subset of V star. Okay, any doubt up to here?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, so the first note is here. Look at the note now. What happens if S is equal to singleton 0? If suppose the set S is equal to singleton 0. Okay, what is S? Subset. Suppose this is the vector space V and the only zero vector is there in set S. So what is the A of S? Anyone knows? Then annihilator of S is equal to S dot is equal to V star. Okay, जे काही functions असतील V star मध्ये, all the functions functional belongs to V star. Okay, each and every functional in V star transform this zero vector to zero vector. Look at this. Suppose this is V and suppose this is the zero vector and this one is the field F. If suppose this one is the functional F1, small f1, this f1 transform this zero vector to 0. Why? Because f is linear. f1 of 0 is 0. जर एखादा फंक्शन लिनियर असेल तर t of 0 always 0. Okay, t of 0 is always 0 in the linear transformation. Any doubt?
No, sir.
So each and every vector belongs to V star. Suppose this is in general we can write fi. Each and every vector belongs to V star. Transform every vector, no, not every vector, only zero vector to the 0. ओके, प्रत्येक फंक्शन या V स्टार मधला प्रत्येक फंक्शन काय करतोय, 0 ला 0 ट्रान्सफॉर्म करतो, 0 to 0 ट्रान्सफॉर्म करतोय. Okay, here the set S is singleton 0. That's why our A of S for this S, A of S, annihilator of S is equal to V star. Okay, so this is the note number 1. What happens if S is equal to whole V? This one is first. Second one, if the set S is equal to whole vector space V, then what is A of S? A of S is equal to S dot is equal to. Okay, MCQ ला हे विचारतात बरं का. A of S is equal to S dot is equal to what is the answer? 0 functional. Okay, this is nothing but फंक्शनल आहे हा. एस डॉट ए ऑफ एस इज ऑलवेज द सबसेट ऑफ व्ही स्टार. ओके, जो कोणी फंक्शनल असेल या व्ही स्टार मध्ये हा वेक्टर स्पेस आहे म्हणजे त्याच्यामध्ये झिरो फंक्शनल पण असायला हवा त्यात. ओके, सो इफ सपोज दिस वन इज व्ही होल अँड विच इज इक्वल टू एस, देन असा कोणता फंक्शन आहे जो या प्रत्येक एलिमेंटला व्हीच्या प्रत्येक एलिमेंटला दॅट इज एव्हरी एलिमेंट ऑफ व्ही ट्रान्सफॉर्म टू झिरो. कोणता फंक्शन आहे? itself 0. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here the zero functional is the only functional which transform every vector of S or every vector of V transform to zero of our codomain, that is the field F. So if S is equal to V, then A of S is equal to 0 cap or 0. You can write only 0. But that 0 is nothing but not element. It is the functional, zero functional. Okay. Any doubt up to here?
No, sir.
Okay. Now the third note is, if V is finite dimensional vector space and S contains a non-zero vector, if V is capital V is finite dimensional vector space, okay, and S capital S contains non-zero vector, a non-zero vector, then this annihilator of S is not equal to V star. Okay. S contain non-zero vector. Hi, this is V. This one is subset of V is S. And S contain all non-zero vectors. हा तुमचा वेक्टर स्पेस आहे म्हणजे ह्याच्यात झिरो वेक्टर असायला हवा. कशामध्ये? व्ही मध्ये. हा तुमचा इथं झिरो वेक्टर. Okay, additive inverse or additive identity V is there in V, but S contain all the non-zero vectors. Okay, hence the S is proper subset of here V, proper subset of V. Then S dot or annihilator of S is not equal to V star. Why? Look at it. If S is properly contained in V, okay, not equal पण नाहीये हा, at least proper contain आहे. Okay, म्हणजे there exists an element in V which is not in S, that is zero vector. Okay, if V is finite dimensional vector space and S contain a non-zero vector. आवाज येतोय माझा व्यवस्थित?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ओके, जर आवाज व्यवस्थित येत नसेल तर सांगा मला आताच. ओके, मी पुन्हा जोरात बोलेन जरा. हा, by previous theorem we know that because why S annihilator of S is not equal to V star, because if 0 which is not equal to alpha belongs to S, that is non-zero vectors belongs to S, then we have there exists a linear functional F. There exists a linear functional small f on capital V such that f of alpha is not equal to 0. Therefore, f does not contain S, annihilator of S. Hence, the annihilator of S is not equal to V star. Why reason? Because if non-zero vector alpha belongs to S, then there exists a linear functional f on V such that f of alpha is not equal to 0. Okay, we proved in the last lecture. ओके, आता असा एक तरी फंक्शन मिळतोय नॉन झिरो वेक्टर साठी, नॉन एफ ऑफ अल्फा इज नॉट इक्वल टू 0. ओके, क्या आहे बा, थांबा, वेट अ मिनिट. स्टार्टिंगलाच पाहिलेला आहे तो थेरम. वेट. Let V be the n-dimensional vector space over the field F. If alpha is non-zero vector in V, then there exists a linear functional f of alpha is not equal to 0. Okay, डबल डुएलच्या आधीचा थेरम, डबल डुएलच्या आधीचा दुसरा थेरम. Okay, in the last lecture we seen that if every at least one linear functional exists for every non-zero vector alpha belongs to S, such that f of alpha is not equal to 0. If f of alpha is not equal to 0, it means what? F is not contained in S by the definition. Okay, definition काय सांगतो annihilators of S चा? If f of alpha is equal to 0, then f belongs to annihilator of S. But here f of alpha is not equal to 0. That's why f is not contained in, not the element of annihilator of S. So here this function f belongs to V star, but f is not belongs to S cap. That means S dot is not equal to V star. That is annihilator of S is not equal to V star. Any doubt up to here?
No, sir.
Okay. Now the next theorem is the annihilator of S. Okay, is the subspace of V star. We have to prove that. Okay. Now the next theorem is let capital S be a subset of capital V, then annihilator of S is a subspace of V star. Okay, answer, proof. We know that suppose this one is V and this one is the subset of S. Okay, let this S is the subset of V. This capital S is the subset of capital V. To prove that annihilator of S is subspace of V star. Okay, what is the condition to prove the subspace? Okay, एखादा सबसेट जर सबस्पेस दाखवायचा असेल तर काय कंडिशन प्रूव्ह करावं लागेल? If A and B belongs to S,
B inverse
then
belongs to
CA plus B belongs to S. Is it correct? सबस्पेस म्हणतोय, नॉट अ सबफिल्ड. सबफिल्ड साठी काय असणार? A plus B आणि A B इनवर्स, सॉरी A minus B आणि A B इनवर्स. हा सब ग्रुप साठी झाला, हा दोन्ही सबफिल्ड साठी झाला. सबस्पेस साठी काय दाखवावं लागेल? अल्फा U प्लस दाखवलं की हे बीटा W belongs to S. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
गोळ होतं, लक्षात ठेवा. If A minus B belongs to be that set, then it is a subgroup. A minus B and AB inverse, then it is subfield. Alpha U plus beta W असं काहीतरी प्रूव्ह केलं पहा BS मध्ये. Now you have to prove that this annihilator of S is the subspace of V star. So it is sufficient to prove that annihilator is closed with respect to vector addition and scalar multiplication. Okay, so if we have to prove that this one annihilator of S is the subspace of V star, it is sufficient to prove that it is closed with respect to addition and scalar multiplication. Okay, so write down, it is sufficient to prove that annihilator of S is closed with respect to vector addition and scalar multiplication. ओके, ह्या दोन्ही कंडिशन कशामध्ये प्रूव्ह होतील? CF1 plus F2. Okay, now we have to prove that this one. But as a nature, kasa elements a nature? What is the nature of this element? Set of functions, na? Functionals. Set of all functionals. Okay, belongs to V star. What is this? S annihilator of S is equal to collection of all linear functional belongs to V star such that F of alpha is equal to 0 for all S, sorry, for all alpha belongs to capital S. Okay, so this is the nature of annihilator of S. Now take any two element belongs to annihilator of S. Okay, let F1 and F2 belongs to annihilator of S be any two vectors. Any two vectors. Then, by the definition of annihilator of S, this is F1 of alpha is equal to 0, which is equal to F2 of alpha for all alpha belongs to S. Is it correct? By the definition
Yes,
of
sir.
S. Okay. Now let's see B any scalar belongs to capital F. B any scalar. Okay, let's see with any scalar and wait a minute. And alpha belongs to capital S be any vector. Okay, now consider CF1 plus F2. हा अल्फा कशासाठी घेतलाय हा ऑपरेट करायचा आपल्याला ऑन अल्फा. Okay. Consider CF1 plus F2. If suppose this value is 0, then CF1 plus F2 belongs to the annihilator of S. Okay. So which is equal to how we are going to apply this alpha on F1 and F2. So this is one CF1 of alpha plus F2 of alpha. What is the reason? By the definition of addition in by definition. Reason for this one. By the definition of addition in annihilator of S. Okay, and या space मध्ये आपण addition असा define केलेला आहे. So this is equal to what is f1 of alpha 0. So c into 0 plus 0, which is equal to 0. So this one is for all alpha belongs to S. For all alpha belongs to S, because c is the alpha is the any scalar arbitrary. Hence it is true for all alpha belongs to S. So this implies CF1 plus F2 of alpha is equal to 0 implies CF1 plus F2 belongs to annihilator of S. Hence, what we have? Hence, annihilator of S is subspace of V star. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. पहा नीट पहा पुन्हा एकदा theory. जर नसत कळत तर विचारा पुन्हा विचारू शकता. Okay, how many students are there? Wait a minute. 27. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, so what is the statement here? Let S be the any subset of V, then annihilator of S is the subspace for all the alpha belongs to S. Okay, so this is the definition of annihilator of S. Let V be the vector space over the field F. Annihilator of S is equal to collection of those elements from V star such that f of alpha is equal to 0 for all alpha belongs to S. If S is equal to singleton 0, then annihilator of S is equal to whole V star. Okay. If S is equal to say V, then annihilator of S is equal to only zero functional, singleton zero functional. If V is equal to finite and V is S is properly contained in V, then annihilator of S is not equal to V star. Why? Because in the last theorem, in the previous theorem, we seen that if a non-zero vector belongs to S, there exists a functional f of alpha is not equal to 0. Okay, hence this one annihilator of S is not equal to V star. And here we proved that the annihilator of S is the subspace of V star. Okay, any doubt up to here?
No, sir.
Okay, so we will move towards the next point. Let V be the finite dimensional vector space and W be the subspace of V. Then dimension of W plus dimension of annihilator of W is equal to dimension of V. Okay, suppose this is V and W be the subspace of V, and here this one is V star, collection of those elements, those functionals on V which are linear, and this one is annihilator of W, that is collection of those elements, those functionals from V star which transforms 0 to every vector of W. Okay, that is W, annihilator of W is the subspace of V star, and we have to prove that dimension of W plus dimension of annihilator of W is equal to dimension of V. ओके, कळतंय का काय चालू आहे?
Yes.
Okay, W is the subspace of V here, and annihilator of W is the subspace of V star. Then we have to show that dimension of W plus dimension of annihilator of W is equal to dimension of V. Now, statement. Let capital V be a finite dimensional vector space over the field F, over the field capital F, and let W be a subspace, W be a subspace of capital B, then dimension of W plus dimension of annihilator of W. ओके, डायमेन्शन कोणाचा असतो? जो स्वतः वेक्टर स्पेस असायला हवा. ओके, तर हा तुम्हाला W बी दी सबस्पेस ऑफ V दिलेला आहे, म्हणजे तो सबसेट तर आहेच. बाय प्रीवियस थेरम annihilator of W also the subspace of V star. Okay, that is dimension of W plus dimension of annihilator of W is equal to dimension of V. Okay, any doubt in the statement?
No, sir.
Okay, now the proof. Let capital V be a finite dimensional vector space over F. Okay, and let W be a subspace of V, and we have to prove that dimension of W plus dimension of annihilator of W is equal to dimension of V. Okay, there are three cases are there. Okay, in this proof, what happens if W is equal to singleton 0? Case number one. Case number one, let capital W is equal to singleton 0. एकदा singleton 0 असताना घेऊयात आणि एखादा एकदा प्रॉपर सबस्पेस असेल, प्रॉपर सबसेट. And the third case is if W is equal to V. First case is W is equal to singleton 0. Second case is W is equal to V. And third case is W is properly contained in V. That is proper subspace of V. Okay, three cases are there. First case, case 1, W is equal to singleton 0. So what is W? Annihilator of W? आता सांगितल्यासारखं जर S हा सिंगलटन 0 असेल, yes, annihilator of W is equal to collection of those elements belongs to V star such that F of alpha is equal to 0 for all alpha belongs to W by the definition of annihilator of W, this one, which is equal to annihilator of W is equal to F belongs to V star such that किती एलिमेंट्स आहेत अल्फा W मध्ये एकच एलिमेंट, F of 0 is equal to 0. Okay, why? Because W is singleton 0. Okay, so this implies annihilator of W is equal to what? V star. Okay, now since every linear functional maps, what is the reason? Since every functional, instead of functional, write linear functional. Wait. Since every linear functional, maps a zero vector onto zero scalar, scalar. Why scalar? Because codomain is our field. Okay, so every linear functional maps to a zero vector onto a zero scalar. Therefore, annihilator of W is equal to V star. And what is the dimension of annihilator of W? Is equal to dimension of V star, which is equal to dimension of V. Okay, we know that dimension of V is equal to dimension of V star. दोघांचे dimension same असणार. Okay, and what is W? W is singleton 0. What is the dimension of W?
0.
0. Okay, so hence the result is true. Hence this is 0 plus dimension of V, dimension of annihilator of W is equal to what? Dimension of V star na. So this implies what is 0? Dimension of W plus dimension of annihilator of W is equal to dimension of V star means V. Okay, is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Hence, in the first case, if W is equal to singleton 0, the result obviously true. Okay, now case number 2. Let W is equal to V. Okay, so what is annihilator of W? By the definition, F belongs to V star such that F of alpha is equal to 0 for all alpha belongs to W. By the definition of annihilator of W, which is equal to F belongs to V star such that F of alpha is equal to 0 for all alpha belongs to V. Okay, because W is equal to V here. Now, we know that the only zero vector, okay, or sorry, only zero functional is the only functional, only linear functional which maps every vector alpha to 0. Okay, so the whole V vector space V, alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3 up to so on, these are the alpha. Okay, so only zero functional from V star such that 0 cap of alpha I is equal to 0. Okay. So we know that 0 vector, or sorry, 0 functional, 0 functional is the only functional which maps every vector every vector in given vector space to 0 scalar. Okay, so therefore annihilator of W is equal to singleton 0 functional. That implies the dimension of annihilator of W is what? 0.
0.
Hmm. Dimension of W is equal to dimension of what is W is V
V.
equal to but we have dimension of W is equal to dimension of V. Okay, so that implies dimension of W plus 0. Okay, this statement we can write like this is equal to dimension of V. So this implies dimension of W plus what is 0? Dimension of annihilator of W is equal to dimension of V. Okay, if V is equal to W, okay, W is equal to V, it implies the second, for the second case the statement also holds. Okay, hence the result holds. समजते ना काय चालू आहे?
Yes. Yes, sir.
हा म्हणजे मला रिप्लाय दिल्यानंतर मला बरं वाटेल मला हे, नाहीतर मी जाईन पुढे आणि तुम्ही राहताल मागे. ओके, नाव केस नंबर 3. Let W be proper subspace of V. Okay, now let the dimension of V is equal to N. Okay, in the statement we return dimension V is the finite dimensional vector space. Okay, that is the dimension of V is finite. Suppose that dimension is N, and now here the what? W is the proper subspace of V. Suppose this one is V, हा जर V असेल तर हा this one is W, and dimension of W is equal to M. Then here the W is the proper subspace of V, hence it is 0 less than M less than N. Is it correct? ओके, प्रॉपर सबस्पेस आहे म्हटल्यानंतर काय होईल, हा जर प्रॉपर सबस्पेस नसेल, इम्प्रॉपर असेल. इम्प्रॉपर कोणकोणते आहेत? दोन असेल, एक तर
0.
सिंगलटन 0 आणि होल व्ही. तर सिंगलटन 0 असेल तर त्याची डायमेन्शन 0 होईल. ओके, आणि होल व्ही असेल तर त्याची डायमेन्शन एन होईल. इथं हा प्रॉपर दिलाय, त्यामुळे हा 0 लेस दॅन एम लेस दॅन एन. ओके, नाउ लेट B1 is equal to alpha 1, alpha 2 up to so on alpha n be basis for W. Alpha m, sorry, be a basis for W. Okay, assume that this B1 is what? Basis for W. Okay, how many elements are there? Total m elements. Why? Because dimension of W is equal to m. Okay, any doubt up to here?
No, sir.
Now since B1 is linearly independent subset of vector space V. Is it correct? हा तुमचा V कोणाचा
Yes,
basis
sir.
आहे W, but W is contained in V. So that's why this V1 is linearly independent subset of vector space V. What is the reason? V1 is contained in W, which is contained in V. Okay. And V1 is basis. This is the reason. Now we know that every linearly independent subset of finite dimensional vector space V can be extended to form a basis. Okay, any doubt?
No,
The
sir.
statement मध्ये काय? Every linearly independent subset we can extend to form a basis for V. Okay, एखादा सेट जर असेल त्याच्यात linearly independent subset असेल alpha 1 and alpha 2, suppose these are the two linearly independent element, linearly independent set, suppose this one, and dimension of V is equal to suppose 4. So we can add alpha 3 and alpha 4 such that alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, alpha 4 forms a basis for V. Okay. So here there are m vectors are there in B1, so that the every linearly independent subset we can extend to form a basis of V. Okay. So let this B is equal to alpha 1, alpha 2, up to so on alpha m plus 1 मैं add केले थे vector. Okay, I'm adding this vector alpha m plus 1, alpha m plus 2, up to so on alpha n. Why? Because the m is less than n here. Okay, be a basis for V. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Now, if this one is B, then again by previous theorem there exists a uniquely determined basis beta star. Okay, so then there exists a uniquely determined, that's a dual basis तयार होतो. Okay, determine basis B star is equal to F1, F2, up to so on Fm, Fm plus 1, up to so on, this one is Fn, for V star such that Phi of alpha j is equal to delta ij. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
ओके, एखादा तुम्हाला जर बेसिस दिलेला असेल तर आपण त्याचं काय डुएल बेसिस फॉर्म करतो. एक्झाम्पल सुद्धा पाहिले त्याचे आपण. ओके, सच दॅट Phi of alpha j is equal to delta ij. What is delta ij? Kronecker delta is equal to 0 when I is not equal to j, and it is equal to 1 when I is not equal to j. Okay, now let, so this is the basis of what? For V star. Now beta star, B star is the basis for V star. Now let the set yes is equal to Fm plus 1. इथून मी पुढचे वेक्टर घेतलेत बरं का. Fm plus 1, Fm plus 2, up to so on Fn and Fn. And we have to claim now here this yes is basis for annihilator of W. काय सांगितलं कळतंय? This S, we have to prove that this S is the basis for annihilator of W. Okay, so here we have to prove that two conditions. First one, linearly independent, and every vector belongs to W, annihilator of W we can express in the form of linear combination of S. If we prove these two conditions, then this annihilator of W, this S set is the basis for the W. So how many vectors are there in n minus m? Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
म्हणजे डायमेन्शन ऑफ W काय आला तुमचा n minus m. Annihilator of dimension of this one. If we prove this one, S is the basis for annihilator of W. Then dimension of annihilator of W is what? N minus m. Okay, n मधून m minus केलते हैं आधीचे हे elements. What is n? Dimension of V. What is m? Dimension of W. And this one is dimension of W cap. Okay, लक्षात कसं ठेवायचं पहा. So hence dimension of W, annihilator of W plus dimension of W is equal to dimension of V. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. To prove this one, S is the basis for annihilator of W. First, we have to prove that this set is linearly independent. Okay, first, we have to prove that, yes, capital S is linearly independent. असेल का independent?
Yes. Yes,
Why?
sir.
Why?
Because B star is basis for B star and Fm plus 1 onwards comes in B star.
Subset of linearly independent set is linearly independent. Is it
Yes,
correct?
sir.
And superset
Yes,
of
sir.
dependent set is always dependent. Okay, we know that every subset of linearly independent set is always linearly independent. That implies capital S is linearly independent. Okay. Now, the second condition, we have to prove that. Wait a minute. This S spans annihilator of W. Now, we have to prove that this S is spans, that is linear combination of, okay, spans, wait a minute, annihilator of W. That means every vector in annihilator of W, every functional belongs to W dot. We can write in the form of linear combination of elements of S. Okay. That is, we have to prove that annihilator of W is equal to L of S. Is it correct? First, to prove, first, I have to prove that annihilator of W is contained in L of S. Okay, if suppose we have to prove that A is equal to B, these two sets are equal. First, prove A is contained in B, and then if you prove that B is contained in A, then A is equal to B. Okay, दोन set equal दाखवण्याची ही method. Okay, so here annihilator of W is equal to L of S. We have to prove that. So first prove that annihilator of W is contained in L of S. Okay, take any element belongs to annihilator of W. If it belongs to L of S, then annihilator of W is contained in L of S. Okay, let F belongs to annihilator of W be any element. Then we show that F is linear combination of elements of S. Okay, since this annihilator of W is what? Subset of V star, and F belongs to annihilator of W. So this implies F is belongs to V star. Is it correct? But B star is basis of V star. Is it correct? पहा मी काय सांगतोय, कळते ना? जर हा F कोणताही एक एलिमेंट असेल एनिट ऑफ W मध्ये, आपल्याला काय प्रूव्ह करावे लागेल? If this F is the linear combination of element of S, then this F belongs to L of S. Okay, हे प्रूव्ह करायचं आपल्याला. Now here anitter of W is contained in V star. Okay, this is subspace of V star, but B star is the basis of V star. Okay, so this F we can write in the form of linear combination of I running from 1 to N AI Fi. Is it correct? Hello.
Yes. Yes, sir.
कळतंय का काय सांगतोय? का स्पीड होतोय?
No, sir, कळते.
हे पहा पुन्हा एकदा. फर्स्ट लिनियरली इंडिपेंडेंट प्रूव्ह केलाय. सेकंड स्टेप मध्ये काय करायचंय? एनिलेटर ऑफ W इज इक्वल टू L ऑफ S दाखवायचं. हा हे कधी प्रूव्ह होईल? इफ इट इज काही W एनिलेटर ऑफ W इज कंटेन्ड इन L ऑफ S and L of S is contained in एनिलेटर ऑफ W. ओके, हे दोन कंडिशन आपल्याला प्रूव्ह करावं लागतील. आधी मी हा कंडिशन घेतलाय, ही कंडिशन मला प्रूव्ह करायची. बरं, मग काय करावं लागेल? फर्स्ट वी हॅव टू प्रूव्ह दॅट एनिलेटर ऑफ W इज कंटेन्ड इन L ऑफ S. आधी मी हे प्रूव्ह करणार. मग यासाठी काय करावं लागेल? एखादा एलिमेंट मला ह्याच्यातून घ्यावा लागेल, आणि जर तो यात गेला, लिनियर कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ एलिमेंट्स ऑफ S मध्ये जर असेल, तर तो कशात जाईल? L ऑफ S मध्ये जाईल. इज इट करेक्ट?
Yes, sir.
Now take any element belongs to annihilator of W. That is, we have to show that F is linear combination of element of S. Okay, prove करायचं आहे अजून आपल्याला. Now, annihilator of W is the subspace of V star, and F is belongs to W star. Sorry, annihilator of W. That means it is belongs to V star. But what is V star? Collection of all the functionals. Okay, and B star is what? Basis of V star. How many elements in B star? किती होते elements? Fm,
N
Fm.
elements.
N elements are there. So this function F we can write in the form of linear combination of Fi from I running from 1 to N. Okay, give it as an equation number 2. Any doubt up here?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Now, as F belongs to annihilator of W, by definition, we have F of alpha is equal to 0 for all alpha belongs to काय येईल?
V.
V नाही,
W.
W ना. Okay, annihilator of W. So this implies F of alpha j is equal to 0. Okay, F of alpha j is equal to 0 from j running from 1, 2, 3 up to so on m. Why? Because B1 is contained in W. By the definition of annihilator of W, what we have? F of alpha is equal to 0 for all alpha belongs to W. This one is definition. Okay, हा तुमचा F म्हणजेच काय आहे? F हा कसा लिहिलाय? In the bracket, write down here. F is equal to A1 F1 A2 F2 up to so on summation मध्ये दिसली का अवघड वाटतं? AM FM plus AM plus 1 FM plus 1. Okay, plus up to so on AN FN. Okay. पण F1 पासून FM पर्यंत हे जे एलिमेंट आहेत, पहा आता काय सांगतोय मी. इथून हे कुठून एलिमेंट आहेत? हा सेट माझा येस आहे, एफ एम प्लस वन, एफ एम प्लस टू अप टू वन एफ एन. ओके, हा सेट माझा येसचा सेट आहे, हा ह्याचे एलिमेंट. Okay, now we have f of alpha j is equal to 0, where j running from 1, 2, 3 up to so on m. Okay, why? Because b1 is contained in w. What is b1? b1 काय पाहावं?
basis for W.
Basis for w. म्हणजे हा जर मी f ह्या अल्फा 1, अल्फा 2, अल्फा m ला जर अप्लाय केला तर तो 0 होईल. ओके, now therefore this summation I running from 1 to n ai fi, okay, of alpha j is equal to 0 for j running from 1 to m. Is it correct? By 2.
Yes, sir.
Okay, therefore summation I running from 1 to n ai fi of alpha j is equal to 0. Okay, this condition same, which is implies summation I running from 1 to n, this is what dual basis ai delta ij is equal to 0. This condition is same. Okay, आता पहा नीट. Therefore run I now, a1 delta 1 j plus a2 delta 2 j plus I run करायचं फक्त up to so on aj delta j j. Okay, plus aj plus 1 delta j plus 1 j up to so on. काय येईल हा an delta n j is equal to 0. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Therefore all these values are 0 and this one is 1. So aj into 1 is 1. So aj is equal to j 0. For all काय ते j running from 1 to up to so on m.
Yeah.
Okay, hence a1 is equal to 0, a2 is equal to 0 up to so on am is equal to 0. Now putting these values in equation 2, from equation 2, what is equation 2? पाहायचे काय तर ते a1 a2 a3 up to so on am मी जर 0 ठेवला तर काय होईल माझा रन, हा कुठून रन होईल i पासून माझा m पासून n पर्यंत, सॉरी m plus 1 पासून n पर्यंत. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so hence हा माझा 2 इथे आहे ना, सॉरी कुठे 2 इथे. माझा हा i जो 1 to n होईल ना रन, तो माझा m plus 1 पासून n पर्यंत होईल. ओके, so hence f is equal to am plus 1 fm plus 1 plus am plus 2 fm plus 2 up to so on an fm. Okay, hence f contains, hence this implies if f belongs to any letter of w, this implies we can write this m in the form of linear combination of elements of s. So this f belongs to linear span of s. Okay, any doubt up to here?
No, sir.
ह्याचा दुसरा पार्ट उद्या प्रूव्ह करूयात आपण. ओके, we prove that linear span of s is contained in any letter of w. Okay, in the next lecture. Up to here, any doubt? मी एकदा तुम्हाला
No,
नोट
sir.
शेअर करेन ह्याची, एकदा नोट शेअर केले की मग तुम्हाला समजून जाईल व्यवस्थित. ओके, आज जेवढे होतील तेवढे मी शेअर करेन स्क्रीन. एनी डाऊट अप टू हियर?
No, sir.
Okay, so thank you for the attending the lecture. Okay, so you can leave now. Thank you.